Hi, my name is Liana DeCunto and I will be sharing how our installation is linked to other curriculum areas apart from the arts. Our installation was based on the Universal Declaration of Human Rights Article 4, which expresses that no one shall be held in slavery or servitude. Slavery and the slave trade shall be prohibited in all their forms. Although the idea of slavery is not explicitly mentioned in the Victorian curriculum, the installation is informed by the Victorian curriculum, as many of the ideas are mirrored. The installation lends itself to multiple domains and curriculum areas and is a great resource that can be used in schools to cover these areas. Slavery is a concept that can be explored from years foundation to grade 6 within the history domain of the Victorian curriculum. In Foundation to Level 2, students explore the differences and similarities in family structure and how these have changed over time, as well as identifying perspectives about changes to daily life from people in the past or present. Students can be exposed to these ideas and changes from both the videos and pictures presented in our installation, as they are from different eras and not only depict how slavery looked years ago, but how it is still present in our society, allowing them to notice specific changes, make connections, and compare their own lives to the lives of the people in the pictures and videos. The installation also shows pictures of freedom from slavery that many people experienced when it was no longer accepted in society, and laws were implemented to abolish it. In years 3 to 6, students learn about European settlement, colonization, and the effects that these significant events had on society, and in particular the Indigenous people. Our installation clearly illustrates the effect that these events had on the Indigenous people by providing images of them being subject to slavery and the ill treatment that they received during these times. Our installation also offers itself to the geography domain of the Victorian curriculum, as teachers can explore different locations of where slavery occurred and still does occur. In Foundation to Level 2, students learn to describe and explain where places and activities are located. This can be achieved through our installation, as they can explore the places in which the photographs and videos come from, and other places and countries where slavery takes place. In Levels 3 and 4, students collect and record relevant geographical data and information. Students can be inspired by our installation and conduct further research to find geographical information about slavery. Article 4 and our installation about slavery also marry well with the civics and citizenship domain of the Victorian curriculum. In Levels 3 and 4, students are required to identify features of government and law, explain how and why people make rules, and discuss why rules and laws are important. This is extremely important when exploring the idea of slavery, as students can learn about how the Australian government were the initial cause of Indigenous slavery, and furthermore, the laws that were implemented to stop these horrible events from occurring after almost a century. In Levels 5 and 6, students extend on these ideas by learning about the roles and responsibilities of key personnel in law enforcement and investigate how people with shared beliefs and values work together to achieve their goals and plans for action. These learning outcomes can also be achieved through our installation and the idea of slavery by learning about when, how, and who enforced change and made laws against slavery. In Levels 5 and 6, students also learn about the rights of Australian citizens, where they have the opportunity to further investigate Article 4 from the Declaration of Human Rights, which states that no one shall be held in slavery or servitude. Slavery and the slave trade shall be prohibited in all their forms. In Levels 5 and 6 of the Victorian curriculum, students are introduced to economics and business. Our installation can be used to aid teachers in delivering some of the content of this domain, as students learn about needs and wants and how the products they purchase have an effect on the community. Through our installation and the curriculum area, students can learn about sweatshops and how the products that they purchase are made, the people who are making them, their treatment, wages, and the idea that they can promote or boycott slavery depending on the choices that they make. This can help students to make better choices and positively impact on the wider community. Our installation and the idea of slavery can also be explored through the health and physical education domain of the Victorian curriculum. In Foundation to Level 2, students identify and describe emotional responses people may experience in different situations. Through the pictures and videos in our installation, students can explore the emotional responses that would take place from people experiencing slavery and the effect that it would have on their mental health. Students can also learn about how the extreme conditions of sweatshops and slavery would affect their overall health and well-being. In the mathematics domain of the Victorian curriculum, students learn about statistics. Statistics can be explored through the idea of slavery and would help students to understand its profound effect on the Australian and other populations throughout the years. From Level 2 through to Level 6, students learn to collect, classify, analyze, interpret, and organize data into displays including pictures, lists, tables, and different graphs with and without the use of digital technologies. This can be achieved through the investigation with different data associated with slavery.